Hello and welcome to New York Theater Barn's New Work Series. My name is Joe Barros and I am the Artistic Director of New York Theater Barn. And I'm here with Jen Sandler, the Associate Artistic Director and co-producer of tonight's presentation. Hi, Jen.
Hello, Joe. It's just after 7, so I can hear people right outside my window cheering for our essential workers.
I can hear them too. It's incredible, this feeling every night. And I look forward to it every day.
Oh God, it's one of my favorite things now, honestly, and it makes me proud to be a New Yorker. So it's great to be back for our third virtual installment of our New Work series.
Yes, it has been a lot of fun, and I'm so happy that we can continue to present live theater, and that we can continue to develop new musicals, and that we can continue to serve artists.
Yeah, there is a lot you can't do without a theater, but there is also a lot you can do.
Exactly. When the universe works against us, limitation is creation.
Yeah, last week's New Work series featured excerpts from the new musicals Mommy Dearest and I Don't Want to Talk About It, with writers performing throughout the country and in multiple time zones.
Yeah, and Christina Crawford called in from Idaho, and I asked her, why should Mommy Dearest be a musical, and why now? And here's what she had to say.
Mommy Dearest, at its core, is about abuse of power. And that is something that a lot of us are seeing around us every day.
Oh, it's over, and now my life can go on. I will stop trying to love you.
You're the best thing about living through the years. I guess lucky is what you'd call this right here.
Yeah, and Ben Kaplan's musical I Don't Want to Talk About It pushes the boundaries of how society discusses mental illness and mental health. Ben premiered a new song sung by Bren Williams, and it talked about a very, very important, timely mental health issue.
There are millions of people all over the country, all over the world, who are dealing with mental health issues every day for which the proper health care is not accessible to them.
But begging for help is the only solution, short of a better me. Baby, get me some free, brother. You've got to believe that I'm struggling.
Oh my God, I'm still coming down from her voice.
How about that Bren Williams, huh?
Right? So guys, despite our social distancing, we're still finding inventive and inspiring ways to be social and to create live theater and tell stories.
Exactly, and we're going to continue to do it. We have 2 new musicals to share with you next week, streaming live on Tuesday, April 21st at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on our YouTube channel and on Facebook. The new musicals are Agent 355 and Frankie.
Yeah, Agent 355 is written by Preston Max Allen, who wrote We Are the Tigers, which was off Broadway last season, and Jessica Kokoschka, and it's about the Culper Spiring. They famously helped George Washington win the American Revolution, but there's one secret they never revealed: the identity of their single female member, Agent 355. Now an all-female, transgender, and gender-nonconforming punk rock band will reveal the truth about the unknown woman that helped America's first spy ring outwit them all. So challenging a history written by men, Agent 355 explores the loyalty, heritage, and courage of 6 real revolutionary women whose stories, sacrifices, and secrets shaped the nation. Wow.
That's incredible. And the other musical, Frankie, is inspired by true events and is written by a 16-year-old prodigy named Elise Amara. Frankie tells the story of a teen lesbian struggling with her own coming of age while she is forced to stand in for her mentally checked out mother. When a mysterious illness strikes Frankie, it impels the revival of her dreams. Next week, Elise will perform a song from her show along with Autumn Hurlbert. Frankie is being developed by AKA Studio Productions, and a concept album of the show will be released on Broadway Records in May, featuring Autumn Hurlbert, Ali Trim, Jason Gattay, Jason Sweettooth Williams, Delphi Borich, and Tony nominee Caitlin Kinnunen in the title role.
Wow,
So-
that's oh, you finished.
Not a big deal or anything.
That show sounds really amazing. So we make a lot happen with very little, and we need your help.
Yeah, and New York Theater Barn is proud to keep original live theater alive during this unprecedented time.
We are a nonprofit theater company, and we are grateful for any tax-deductible donation that you can contribute during this crazy time.
And we will continue our mission of incubating new musicals in front of live audiences.
Thank you for being here to support live theater. So we have 2 shows tonight we're really, really excited about. They are Borders and they are Sueños, our American musical.
Yes, both shows were previously featured in our New York series, Sueños just this past December and Borders in the fall of 2018. Since December, the presentation of Sueños, Arizona Theater Company has committed to doing a workshop of the piece.
That's really exciting.
Yeah, and as for Borders, Jen, you were not part of the company when we presented the excerpts in the series, but you recently saw a reading and you came back really excited about what you saw.
Yeah, it's a really, really special show. And I think as a Jewish American woman, I just think as even just a member of society today, watching how those characters dealt in 2002 Middle East, it just was so, so inspiring. That's
awesome. Well, and when we did the presentation in the New Work series in 2018, the room was electric. It was an unforgettable moment to watch the audience experience this very, very special show for the first time. And what I remember the most from the presentation was the incredible anthem, Le'olam.
Yeah, that means until forever in Hebrew, and we're going to hear that song tonight.
Yes, and I can't wait for it, but we have to begin with Sueños, so let's get started. Written by Jesse Sanchez and Jeff Chambers, Sueños, our American musical, follows 3 generations of a Mexican-American family as they confront challenges, make sacrifices, break cycles, and celebrate community in their pursuit of the American dream.
The Sueños team will be joining us across various time zones and states, including Oregon, Washington State, New York, and New Jersey. And now it's time to meet the writers of Sueños, Jesse Sanchez and Jeff Chambers.
Hi, Jesse and Jeff.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
So tell us where you're coming in from.
You first.
I'm in Medford, Oregon.
I'm in Puyallup, Washington, which is about 45 minutes south of Seattle.
Awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about Sueños and how it came to become a musical.
Yeah, so a couple years ago, about 3 years ago, I had this random idea, and I was working on the Hamilton tour and started talking to the associate director there about and she said I should write a treatment. So I ended up writing a treatment, didn't know anything really about what it all was involved in a treatment. And then from then on, just continued with the process and learning, and brought Jeff aboard to help me with some additional stuff that I haven't learned. Plus, a whole slew of other people who have been helping me, including New York Theater Barn and Arizona Theater Company, Linnea Valdivia, and the Oregon Shakespeare Festival. So yeah.
You guys went to school together, right?
We did. We went to the University of Idaho in Moscow, not Moscow, Moscow, Idaho.
So is that part of how Jeff came to become a part of the project?
Well, Jeff and I have collaborated since college on various things. We worked a lot together, and I one day heard some of the sound clips on SoundCloud, and I loved the sound that he was putting out there of his original stuff. So I said, "Hey, Jeff, you want to write a musical?" And I didn't let him answer, and so he just came on board. And so he ended up writing a lot of the music, a lot of the underscore, and orchestrated all of the pieces.
Awesome.
It's your birthday tomorrow, Jeff. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Yes. It'll be a quarantine 30th birthday. So.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
He's having babies. It's his birthday.
Oh, yeah. All the good things.
So we have 2 songs tonight we're going to do, correct?
Yeah, I was just going to ask Jeff how Sueños has evolved since he's been involved.
Yeah, definitely. Man, it's been crazy. I still remember when Jesse called me in August of 2017 and said, "Hey, I'm writing a musical." And it was just surprising to me. I never would have I just had never heard of Jesse writing a musical before. So since then we've written 21 songs for the show. We've burned through so many drafts. Kind of a fun little fact about the show is that we've written everything over Dropbox and iPhone voice memos. That's been our creative process. I actually counted earlier because I'm a nerd, and we have 1,600 measures of music in the show, and all but 9 were written remotely, and the 9 measures that we did write were written in a bar in New York City. So that's kind of fun. But yeah, we've been to New York, we've been to LA, we've been all over doing readings for the show and everything. And as Jesse mentioned, the show's orchestrated now, and you can hear those demos on our website, SUEñosmusical.com. And man, this thing's just taken off. We've had unbelievable support. We're so grateful for all the people who've taken this journey with us. It's been really fun.
That's great. Well, we have 2 songs tonight. And I'm so excited that our first song is going to be sung by Jason Hurtado because he's been an integral part of the show's development since its inception. But there's also something else we'd like to tell you about him. So we'd like to bring him on now as well. And Jesse, take it away. Hey, Jason.
Hello. Yeah, so this is Jason Hurtado, and he's been super instrumental to the role of Allie, which is the main character. But Jason also has been able to do things for our country that many people aren't doing right now. And he's a first responder for the COVID, pandemic in New York City, and working with a hospital. And he's doing great things, but he's still here singing my songs and Jeff's songs and hanging out with us on a Thursday night.
I'm so glad to be here. Yeah, it's been kind of a crazy time. I'm working in a hospital in Manhattan right now, and I work in radiology. So what some people may know is that radiology is plays a vital role in measuring how far the virus has gotten into COVID patients. So what we do is perform chest x-rays and CT chest, and that will determine whether a patient has to either go to the emergency room, or if they can go back home and recover from home. So we do outpatient imaging, and yeah, it's kind of been a little crazy, but I'm so glad that I can play a small part in helping out any way I can.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you for risking your life at your job so that so many people can be safe. And thanks for being here to perform tonight. You are a big part of SUEños' journey. I'd love for Jesse to tell us a little bit about the song before we hear you perform it.
Yeah, so this is the I Want song, and it's titled They Will See. And so it comes right after the opening number, and you meet our protagonist and the person that we follow throughout the first act, which is Jason, and his character name is Allie. He has just moved to Watsonville, California, to a migrant town from Los Angeles, and it's his first day of school in a new orchestra class, but it's not really an orchestra class. And so he talked about all the dreams that he has. Here's the song.
All right, here we go. Like a parachute, my head is in the sky, soaring where the stars shine. With the seasons I change and I change, composing on every page. I can feel the lights gleaming on me, I can hear the flutes play. Singing birds in a cage, I need to set free my own symphony. And I will be so much more, they don't know what's in store. Yes, I will be so much more, and they'll hear my song. They will see. They will see. I'm the first to play a note in tune, the first to graduate in June. I am strumming to a different beat, I won't be my own defeat. What if I never saw the ground? What if I could leave this town, dreaming of fame and glory, a chance to write my story. And I will be so much more, they don't know what's in store. Yes, I will
be so much more, and they'll hear my song. They will see. They will see. Oh, yes. Oh, brilliant. I will be so much more. They don't know what's in store. Yes, I will be so much more, and they'll hear my song. They will see the rhythm in me. They will see what I'm meant to be. For so long, we have been nothing, but music will make me something. That's how they'll see.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
I think, did we lose Joe? Oh no. Well, that is okay because we have another song for you. What song do we have next, Jesse?
Yeah, the next song is it comes a little bit later in Act 1. It's actually the fan favorite of the Act 1 songs. It's called Acapulco, and so the aunt Linda, she wants to take the rest of her family, which includes her sister, her brother-in-law, and the couple kids, to Mexico. And she wants to meet with a group of investors who want to buy the strawberry fields that they own. And Lupe, her sister, is completely against it and says that that they just can't, and makes a slew of excuses. And she ends up getting her way. So here's Acapulco.
Who do we have singing it tonight?
We have Amanda Robles, who's singing Linda. And then we have Sandra Marante, who is singing who is singing Linda. And then Amanda singing Lupe. And then we have Jason Hurtado, who you just heard, speaking the role of Allie. And we also have, is that it? Who else do we have?
Roberto. Did you say Roberto?
Oh, Roberto. Muchacho. Yeah, he's speaking the role of Alex. I totally forgot that we have an Alex too.
Let's do it.
Okay, fine. I agreed to meet with them when I'm in Acapulco for Christmas.
Linda, why would you even entertain the idea?
You can always come with me and meet them.
You know I could never afford something like that. And even if I could, I can't leave my family.
Picture. Man in the sea-salt ocean, sipping on margaritas, swimming in the sun.
You've been drinking. Yeah, I guess you're right. No, we can't.
Yes, we can. Come with me to Acapulco, Acapulco. You won't want to leave. Can't be Acapulco, Acapulco. It's what you see.
Ay, Dios mío. Okay, but if I'm coming with you, we're going to the meeting and we're not budging.
So you're saying yes?
I'll talk to my husband.
Alex!
Linda!
Acapulco, Acapulco. You won't want to leave. Can't be Acapulco, Acapulco. It's what you see.
What is going on?
Pack your shit, Alex. We're going to Acapulco. Hey, there's gonna be a lot of ladies on the beach.
Oh, cool.
Wait, what? We're not going to Mexico.
Vacation.
I don't know if that's a good idea. My back.
There's nothing a little tequila can't take care of.
Whoa. I have to think. So we are going to Acapulco.
Wow.
Fantastic. So I just wanted to thank everybody who was a part of that. Jeff and Jesse, the writers, and also the 4 actors that you saw were also part of New York Theater Barn's New Work series, the first incarnation of this in December. So thanks again, Jesse.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us, and it's always a pleasure. And good luck to the next group that's coming.
Can't wait to see what happens with the show next in Arizona.
Yeah.
Yay!
Thank you again to Jason Hurtado and all of the first responders for their service.
Absolutely, we need you guys more than ever right now.
Awesome, thanks, Jesse. And now on to our second half of our presentation, Borders.
Yeah, Borders is a new musical by Janine McGuire and Arri Lawton Simon, and it's based on the Israeli motion picture The Bubble. And Borders tells the story of 2 men, an Israeli soldier and a Palestinian man, who fall in love during the Second Intifada and the early 2000s.
The Borders team will be joining us from 3 different time zones across the country and in 3 different cities, LA, Wichita, and New York City.
Yeah, and it's time to meet our writers, Janine McGuire and Arri Lawton Simon. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi. I think my favorite part of this series is that no one is in New York right now and everyone's in different time zones. I think it's really cool. I'm here. No one else is apparently.
I'm still here in New York also. But
3 out of 4 of us are in New York on this feed, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's okay. Kansas is a hard pull to the middle, though. So.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about your collaboration and how you came to write Borders.
Well, sure. We met at the BMI workshop, the BMI Layman Angle Musical Theater Workshop, and we were paired on the very first assignment, and that collaboration stuck, and we've been writing together ever since. And we actually became an official team 7 years ago, almost to the week. Next week will be our 7-year collaboration, so we'll be celebrating that remotely this time. But yeah,
we started working together then, and as we were looking for projects that we were interested in, we knew we wanted to adapt something. And I brought the film The Bubble to Janine as something I had seen years before, and she immediately grabbed onto it because thematically it speaks so much to the things that we like to write about and speak to, and the stories that we want to tell.
Wow. So how long have you been developing the show for? Tell us more about your path with the show.
Well, gosh, we had that original idea back in, it was like, I think the summer of 2014. I remember being in your house in Kansas where you are right now, dreaming it up and just thinking about what if we did this show. But it took a while. We needed to get the rights. We tried out a few songs in the BMI workshop. We started in earnest as soon as we got the rights, which was the spring of 2017. And yeah, that's right, 17. And, we traveled to Israel and Palestine to do a lot of research and talk to a lot of people and just really go there with open ears and, just research our show. And let's see, the first time we really put any, major piece of it on its feet in public was at New York Theater Barn in the fall of 2018, as you mentioned. I think that 35-minute excerpt that we did that night was all we had at the time. Our excerpt was what we had. That was incredibly helpful in our development of it. And we recently put the entire show up for the first time at the York Theater just back in February. It was one of the last things before everything shut down. So yeah, we just
really amazing to finally.
Yeah, and I was at that reading, and it was really, really magical. I'm sure for me, but even more for you guys, of course.
Well, we make the joke all the time, the Sondheim quote, like, "Look, I made a hat," and it's like we finally made a hat, and so we're in the process of trying all of the different ribbons and trimmings possible through the long and crazy developmental process that is part and parcel to musical theater these days.
No, it's true though, and I think you have a lot of your students here. I've been putting up some of the comments.
I see that.
Aww.
Hi guys, thanks for watching.
You have 2 songs tonight, right?
We do. We decided to sing about love tonight.
Yeah, love, message that we're always happy to share, but especially now. Both of these songs that we'll be doing tonight are really our main characters' admissions of love. One of them is very private, the one that Arri will be singing in the role of Ashraf, the Palestinian man. And the second song that we'll be doing is a public declaration of love performed by our character Noam. So yeah, we'll share those with you, and Arri is going to perform the first one, which is called I Could Get Used to This.
Great, let's take it away.
Has the sun always been this bright? Has the sky always been this blue? Has life always been this beautiful, or is it you? You and I shared a perfect night, and now everything seems brand new. I'm standing on top of the world, and I like the view. I could get used to this. Has a guy ever been so hot? Has his touch ever felt so good? I now see a life that yesterday I never could. And have I ever been so bold? Or have I ever felt so free? Have I ever been so unashamed of being me? I could get used to this. I could get used to this. Used to sleeping next to someone who holds me through the night. I could get used to loving proudly and waking in the light. Yes, I could get used to this. I could get used to this. I could get used to.
Yeah.
I could listen to that voice every day.
We got a lot of
I usually do. I'm lucky too. Yeah. No, very lucky indeed. And our next song is going to be performed by Omer Shaish, who has played the part of Noam in a few different workshop productions and in concert, including at the New York Theater Barn workshop that we did with you. And he is here joining us from LA to sing Le'olam.
Let's do it.
Right.
When the sun no longer burns and the world no longer turns, still I will love you. When the mountains wash away, when all colors fade to gray, still I will love you. Leolam, 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 I will love you till forever. Leolam, 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 from today until forever. When our temples start to rust, when the world returns to dust, still I will love you. When the tides no longer rise and the dove no longer flies, still I will love you. Leolam, 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 I will love you till forever. Leolam, 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 from today until forever. When my heartbeat starts to slow, when I forget the things I know, still I will love you. And if I should disappear, my darling, never fear, still I will love you. Leolam, 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 I will love you till forever. Leolam, 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 from today until forever. Leolam, 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 I will love you till forever. Leolam, 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 from today until forever. Leolam, 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 I will love you till forever. Leolam, 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 from today until
Oh, thank you, Omer.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Omer. Love hearing your voice.
All right. Well, Janine and Arri, thank you so much.
Thank
Omer,
you.
that was really wonderful.
Thank you. I just wanted to give one shout out to the guitarist on that track, is my in-house guitarist and husband, Jake Ezra Schwartz, who played on that track for Omer to sing to.
Thanks, Jake.
Yeah, thanks. He's in the other room listening right now.
And where can people check out and find out more about you?
Yeah, if you want to know more about us, Google is amazing, but you can go to our website as well, www.mcguireandsimon.com/borders. There you go.
Up on the screen now.
Yeah, which will take you directly to information about the show and a few live audio concert recordings that have more of what the full orchestration will sound like for the whole show. So if you'd like to hear some more songs and hear those filled out a little bit, we'd love to have you take a look. And there's a link there as well that will send you right back to the donation page for Theater Barn. If you'd like to support Theater Barn directly or our show, it will also support Theater Barn. So we appreciate that.
Absolutely. You are a fiscally sponsored project of us, so we want to support you guys and so many other projects that we work with.
So thank you so much, Joe and Jen, for having us today. We really love coming on here.
Yeah, we're all displaced and figuring our life out.
The miracles of technology, we can kind of be in the same place, which is awesome.
It's a really special thing right now.
So thank you so much, and thank you for tuning in, everybody. We really
Thank
appreciate
you guys.
Yes, thanks everybody for being here. And thank you to the writers of both shows and the performers of both shows for donating their time and their talents. A lot of work does go into this, as we all know. Magic doesn't just happen by a magic wand. We come in here and we rehearse, and we want to make the best live art for you. I also wanted to thank Hector Flores Jr. for creating all of the video footage that we saw tonight, for editing that for us. It's really wonderful to have that.
Absolutely. We're going to say bye to Arri and Janine, and we'll see you guys soon when we're not socially distancing.
Yeah.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Oh, God, no.
Or, all right.
Technology.
Well, that's our show for tonight. We're still learning how to hang the scenery here. That's our show for tonight. Thank you for being a part of this live stream presentation of New York Theater Barn's new work series.
Yeah, we're excited for next week's new work series with excerpts from the musicals Agent 355 and Frankie.
And I can't wait for you to meet Elise Mara, the writer of Frankie. She's 16 years old, and she wrote the book, music, and lyrics, and she's going to sing Frankie's Big I Want song next week. It's called Take a Deep Breath, and every musical theater major in the world is going to be singing this song. Caitlin Kinnunen will be singing it on the concept album that Broadway Records is releasing in May.
I really can't believe she's 16. That's crazy, and I can't wait to work with her too.
Yeah. So again, next week, Agent 355 and Frankie, and thanks for being here, and thanks for being a part of tonight's presentation.
Yeah, good night, everybody.